I'm gonna be really honest, it's still kind of frustrating that I have to talk about this topic, but I'm happy to do so because this video is for people who still believe in the alpha myth as it relates to dog training. So if you're one of those people who thinks that dog training is about pack leadership, being the alpha dog and asserting your dominance, you should probably watch this video and everyone else can keep scrolling. This whole concept of being the alpha dog has pervaded dog training. It endorses unscientific and sometimes rough handling with dogs. Whenever we build on flawed ideas, no matter how much we trust the source, that's a bad strategy. In short, the alpha idea in outdated training promotes a pack leader asserting control, even when it means being very forceful with a dog. If I'm being blunt, these concepts are accepted by the worst kind of dog trainers. Compulsion dog trainers. Those are the kind of trainers we often see on social media yanking dogs around by their neck and pretending it's dog training. The studies that they base their ideas on are based on flawed studies with captive wolves, which we won't rehash now, have long been debunked. But let us remember that number one, dogs are not wolves. They're a very different species. They differ in social structure, diet, communication methods, size and appearance, and training responsiveness. Masked as science, this concept wrongly gives license to very rough handling of dogs in my industry. This leads to so many misunderstandings and prompts fear within our dogs more than not. If you hear a dog trainer using the term dominance or alpha, please know that these are serious red flags. Understand that this is an approach steeped in pseudoscience, and these terms are frequently, almost exclusively, associated with highly problematic dog training methods. Sadly, this deeply flawed concept has permeated mainstream dog training for decades, and it's led to widespread practices that directly conflict with modern evidence-based dog training approaches. The alpha dog myth is particularly problematic because it's a double mistake. Say you're an explorer. It's like using a broken compass and a map from a continent you're not even on. If you were doing this, you'd end up lost and confused and far from the destination where you intended to go. This is precisely what has happened to much of mainstream dog training approaches. The double error of misinterpreting wild wolf behavior and then extending this misunderstanding to domestic dogs, another species, has led to such a twisted representation of our dog's true nature. So it's time to recalibrate our compass and redraw our map. Here's a radical idea. Why don't we use real science and empathy as our guide so that we understand and connect with our dogs for who they truly are? If you actually want to understand the latest in dog behavior science, like and follow for more.